I'm Teresa Woodard in Dallas with a look at your North Texas headlines. In Arlington, police say a 14-year-old boy is dead after playing with a gun with friends. Police say he was shot Friday night in a home on Sausalito Drive near West Arkansas and Little Road. Here's Richard Solomon now with more on the investigation.
Around 10:30 Friday night on Sausalito Drive, police sirens and flashing lights broke the silence. Arlington police say officers were called to a home on the 4600 block. Police say a 14-year-old was shot and killed when they say he and some friends were reportedly playing with a gun. The Tarrant County medical examiner identified the victim as Riley Jordan. And Arlington police say the teen and a group of friends were handling a weapon and pointing it at one another. Police say the teen that fired the gun was arrested and is charged with manslaughter. Right now, police are still trying to figure out how the teens got a hold of the weapon to begin with. They have not yet released the identity of the teen arrested, but on this street in Arlington, what started out as a night with friends ended in tragedy. In Arlington, I'm Richard Solomon.
The Dallas City Council will spend this week debating a report that says repairing and maintaining Dallas City Hall will cost a tremendous amount of money. The report was compiled by the Economic Development Corp. It estimates renovations to City Hall over the next couple of decades could top $1 billion. That is far higher than an initial estimate of $300 million. The report also suggests the city should find a new home for operations. Preservationists are pushing to save the building. It was designed by famed architect I.M. Pei. The coalition called Save City Hall sent us a statement criticizing the report. The coalition calls it biased and says it starts from the premise that the building is a problem, not a civic asset. The group also said the report overlooks the cost associated with relocating. The University of North Texas in Denton has a budget problem, and university officials say federal immigration policy is a big reason why. The university says its deficit is now about $45 million. That's $14 million higher than what was projected last fall. Part of the problem is a loss of state funding, but UNT has also seen the number of international students cut almost in half. Officials blame recent changes to federal visa policies. UNT's president says there are hard choices ahead. Imagine owning a business, but your phone number is suddenly flagged as a scam. That happened to a North Texas company. They could not get any answers about why, but senior investigative reporter Tanya Eiserer did.
The number you are calling has been identified as likely a scam.
That's the message T-Mobile customers heard when they tried to call a local small business.
It's recommended you hang up now.
A warning before the business ever had a chance to answer.
When our calls won't go through, people not responding to our calls, calling back, that's our lifeline for our business.
Al and Stacy Scott own Dallas by Definition, a company that conducts focus groups.
We're not telemarketers. We don't sell anything. We just do research.
But as the message shows, T-Mobile had labeled their business a possible scam.
Which means nobody's ever going to call us to do the research studies.
Hey, this is Steve calling from Dallas by Definition.
And when Dallas by Definition tried to call people with T-Mobile numbers,
It just goes straight to busy and then hang up.
he contacted T-Mobile.
I got the runaround. They just would not put me in place with the right person to resolve the issue.
How frustrating has this been for you guys?
Yeah, extremely. It's in someone else's hands to take care of my business to let my calls go through.
In desperation, the Scotts emailed our Investigates tip line.
The number you are calling has
We
been
checked with
identified
people in our newsroom who have T-Mobile,
as recommended you
and sure enough, they were getting that message. In a statement to WFA, T-Mobile said it had removed the label listing the number as a potential scam number. The company also said it uses technology to help identify and reduce scam and spam phone calls, but occasionally legitimate numbers can be flagged.
It would have been nice a week ago if I would have got that response from T-Mobile.
The label is gone, but the Scotts are still asking why it happened at all. In Irving, I'm Tanya Eiser.
Here's a story about a gift that comes full circle. A daughter giving her mother a chance at life, something they hope inspires others. Here's Kevin Reese.
A night of music in Fort Worth sounded a bit different for Jennifer Sturgis. not just because the hard rocker went acoustic for a change, but for the change that was just a few days away.
Hey, thank you so much.
Tonight's set is super special because this is the last time I'm going to be playing before I have surgery.
Okay, these are all the tubes that go on,
This is her mom, Shirley,
one for each bag.
at home in Irving.
This is my dialysis machine.
The peritoneal dialysis machine that she is hooked up to
There's a tube that goes in
10 hours every night,
and just kind of fills you up.
circulating fluid through her abdomen to make up for the kidneys that no longer work.
I either do this or I choose not to live anymore.
Mom's told me several times now that if I want to back out, I can. I was like, that's not an option. Like, what are you talking about?
What she's talking about is being a living kidney donor.
I got to give Mom our Christmas miracle.
Jen and her sister both got tested.
I gave her a necklace like this. We're both wearing them.
Jen was the best match.
The fact that they would offer me part of them to keep me healthier, more active, happier for the rest of my life, it's amazing.
I'm doing it because she would do it for me. It's as simple as that. If you can make someone's miracle happen, why would you not want to do that?
That miracle happened January 30th at Baylor Scott & White in Dallas. Doctors say the transplant was a success. Both mom and daughter are recovering well. The emotion of all this, however, may take a while to fade.
Because my mom's just amazing. She's a great person. She's been very giving all her life. She's been a great mom. I think that the world needs more people like my mom, so I want to keep her here.
A mom who is also a 3-time cancer survivor and a widow who lost her husband to prostate cancer 8 years ago.
Life has thrown me so many things. I cry in private. I don't cry in public.
It's tough as nails.
And at that music set back at the Cicada, Jen sang 2 songs about motherhood. About her own young daughter.
Trying to create the best life possible, no matter what the circumstances are. The goal is to make her the best human being as possible, and that's what I got from Mom.
And now you're doing a little bit of it in reverse.
Trying.
You are.
Yeah, you are.
Because for a mom and daughter, family is everything, and also a chance for the music to play on.
Keep living and living a better life than what we've had so far.
Hey, thanks, guys. We had a lot of fun.
In Irving, I'm Kevin Reese.
That mother-daughter bond is special. Those are your headlines from North Texas.